friends, back again. I don't know if I've ever showed my face on this channel, but I thought it probably could be a nice touch. Cool. Today I want to talk about something that I've been working on, conceptualizing throughout my downtime during the week. That means when I should be sleeping. So essentially it's a way to present your designs in high fidelity, and also I use a variable to switch screen sizes within the prototype, so you don't actually have to leave and then represent your mobile designs. So hopefully that is helpful. So you'll see that if I click on the mobile button here, the designs become mobile responsive, and you can show them to the stakeholders that way, what I think is pretty cool. So I've been working on this for quite a while meaning like Friday night, but I do realize that the proposition here, let me just adjust my mic. So the proposition here might mean that there might be an additional step in your workflow as a designer, but I think at the end of the day, if you translate the designs to your stakeholders the way that they are intended to be in the wild, then I think it should be fine. So I'll just quickly demo how it works again, and then show you how I've made it. Hopefully we can follow each other through that process. So this is how it works. So you'll have I have my designs within this frame. This black stroke here is a frame, and obviously you can see it is to an extent interactive, and it's not a full prototype either. This is just one single screen. So then you'll have these designs. Then I can switch to mobile. If I click on the mobile thing, then what happens, you'll notice that the designs themselves have like sort of mobile variants, and that makes it easier to do the switch, right? So cool, let's jump into the working file and see how this was done. Cool beans. So I'm a big fan of opening up your layer panel so you can see what's what. So you'll see I haven't created this as a component yet, but essentially once I do, at any point in use, this component needs to be detached. So first let me show you what my variables look like, because that's what controls it. So I have a state manager, and I control the one thing that I want to be dynamic. So the size in this case is set to desktop. There's a second mode which is empty, so it's not really working. Even if I delete that mode, nothing would really change. So if I go there and delete that mode, so I still have just one. Cool. So that's my state manager that controls whether things become mobile or desktop. Then I'll just show my prototype. So I have over here, sorry, I should avoid zooming. I've bought something that does that for me. So over here I have a button. If I go to the prototype mode, you'll see that it's a simple interaction where I just set a variable of size and I set it to mobile. And then for the reload button, what I have the opposite, but I set the same variable to desktop. Right? Essentially what that does is that it tells the value here to change to whatever I set that variable to be. So if I had tablet, I could also do that. So maybe let's add another button here, just for fun, right? Just so you can see what I mean by actually I don't have a tablet view, sorry. I don't, okay, so before I go there, so that's the controller, the mobile and reload button, those are the controllers. Then we have the actual design. So inside of the designs, I have a frame here where I say designs in here. You'll see that I'm using an instance. I do believe that your designs, once they are almost final, you can just make them into components. I have the header, which I can hide and show, but in this case I'm showing. Then I have the hero, metrics, and pricing sections, and you'll notice that inside of those different sections, there is a breakpoint, right? So in this case, I have 2 breakpoints. These are for the actual variants or the instances, component instances within the actual screen design. So big fan of using components to do your screen design. It's a really helpful thing. So I'm also doing delete. Cool. So here I have my parent component. This is the desktop. So I can call this design or whatever, right? I can call this design, but also I'm just gonna call it dot, right? Because I don't want to publish these again, because I'm working in this library. So you'll see I have a desktop and I have a mobile variant. This is the same exact design. It's just the one has a mobile, I think I can show it here, layer property or variable mode that's set to mobile, and this one is set to desktop. So I can actually so it's set to auto actually. So that means that, so this is how I derive the idea, right? If I come to this page, I can decide to set that all frames can be tablet, and that's what happens, or all frames can be mobile, and that's what happens. But you see, the thing is that I can't now set the actual variants within the design to the specific breakpoints, like mobile. I can't set that to desktop if I just set the parent frame to become mobile or desktop. I hope that makes sense. I really do. Cool. It's hot in South Africa, guys. So yeah, that's what I did first. Is I just created a design. It's the fictitious design. I just created a fictitious design, made it mobile as well as desktop, and took that and dumped it in here, right? So what happens now is that on here, because these designs, right, it's the same. There's one screen, one design, right, one frame, right, and you'll see that the layer properties or the variable modes are not set for that frame. However, they are set for the component here, the component instance that we've made. So this component, once I dragged it in here, I set the size to the variable of size, which I control by changing these variables. So that's how I've done this nice thing. So when I play this again, let's go there. So yeah, when I play this, if I click on mobile, that shrinks and it turns all the variants into the appropriate variants, and that's great. And then I go into desktop and I have that view. So yes, that's what I wanted to share today. It's still a work in progress. It's not where I would like it to be. I also want to have variables where I can change things like dark and light mode. So that would be super cool if you actually providing those kinds of designs to your stakeholders or for your stakeholders. You could just simply turn on and off your dark mode, which would be great. It becomes handy for some of the work that we get to do as product designers. And yeah, that's pretty much all for today. Till next time, bye.